Good morning, KK family. Hey, today we're going to do some soil sampling. I'm going to show you how I do soil sampling. I really believe in doing soil samples. I do it at all my deer plots. I do them with all my dove fields, farming, and gardening. It kind of shows you what's in the soil and what you need to put in for an optimal yield. And incidentally, we're going to follow the science too. And that's what the politicians tell us. Well, that depends on if it supports their narrative or not. But here we go. All right. Got me a little bucket. I've already got several samples in there. What I like to do, and I'm trying to do this one-handed, hold the camera with the other. For me, I know my root system on what I'm planting is going to be a roughly 5 to 6 inches. Go 5 to 6 inches, the dirt I took out. Usually you'd use a little shovel to get the exact amounts. All right, now I've done this throughout roughly an acre patch, and I've done it in about 6 places in this field. Mix it all together from all 6 samples in the field. And that's what you take to get your soil sample. They'll tell you your lime or how much lime you need, the pH in the soil. In other words, they'll tell you how much potassium, how much phosphorus you may need, depending on crop. You'll designate a crop and they'll tell you again what you need to add to it. Pretty cool. And I'm gonna go over some reading when I get my results back. Thank you so much. Good morning, K&K family. Hey, I got my soil samples back for the dove field and deer plots, so I'm gonna go over them with you real quick. I know your time's important. All right, here's what the first thing they tell us. I sent the soil samples off, and they send it back what you have in your soil. We're going to primarily look at N, P, and K, and the pH. What alarms me right out the gate, my pH is 5.8. It doesn't surprise me in this sandland. That's pretty common. All right, we have 54 pounds per acre available of phosphorus. You have 49 pounds available of potash. They do not go over nitrogen because it's so volatile it doesn't stay in the soil very long, so you have to add it to the crop as you plant. And in my case, I'm gonna top dress with some nitrogen as well. Here's what they say I need to make a bumper crop. Optimal yield is 1 ton per acre. I need 1.2 tons of lime, which comes up to about 2,400 pounds per acre of lime. Man, no good, but doesn't surprise me. Need 70 units of nitrogen, 50 units of phosphorus, and 125 units of potash. Now, they also include these micronutrients. I'm not going to go over the micronutrients as much. It is important for crops such as cotton and very expensive crops. For food plot and dove field purposes, probably won't affect you at all. Now, if you really want to get technical and really want to do this thing, you absolutely can, and you can go to a fertilizer plant and they can fix you up with exactly what you need. All right, so after they told me what I need, lime is lime. You get 2,400 pounds per acre, and it takes about 6 months to take effect in the soil. What lime does, it allows your plants and sets a situation up for the plant in the soil to absorb other nutrients. It doesn't technically do nothing to the plant itself. It just creates a good situation. Okay, the N, P, and K, which is again nitrogen, phosphorus, and potash. 70 units, 50 units, and 125 units. Now I'm going to convert, for these purposes, you'll hear folks talk about fertilizer in units. We're going to convert this to pounds. Really, it's a percentage. For example, 19, 19, 19, N, P, and K. That is the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potash. N, P, and K is the order in which they'll be in on a fertilizer bag. What this means, you get 19 units per bag. It's a percentage. So in 100 pounds, you get 19 pounds of N, you get 19 pounds of P, 19 pounds of K. Now, if you do the math, per 100 pounds, we're gonna start. I'm gonna do mine based on the potash initially because I know it's my lowest number, and I know that's where I just know that's where I need to start. I will need 300 pounds of 19, 19, 19 to get me at 47.5 pounds of phosphorus per acre. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go put out 300 pounds of 19, 19, 19, and I'll be dead money on my phosphorus. Now, the other thing is, where's that going to put me with N and K? Well, N, It's also going to put me, because it's a analysis that is equal across NP and K, it's also going to put me at 47 pounds per acre. That's going to be a little short. I see that because I need 70, but I'm going to top dress it. So I'll come back and put more nitrogen out as the crop grows. All right, so that leaves us with old potash, 125, right? And as what I need, I'm only going to get to 47.5 because, again, at 300 pounds, 19, 19, 19, 19%, 300, 47.5. So I know I'm going to get a 47.5 pounds of potash. All right, I know I need, like I said, 125. So what are we going to do here? We're going to have to add some more potash. I'm going to get the analysis of 0060, which at 100 pounds gives you 60 units or 60 pounds of potash. I'm going to put out 150 pounds of 0060 on top of the 300 pounds of 19, 19, 19. And here's what my analysis will look like. Again, I'll be putting out 47 pounds of nitrogen, 47 pounds of phosphorus, 47.5 pounds of potash, and then I'm going to come back with 150 pounds of 0060 analysis, and that's going to add me on the potash only. That's the only thing in that fertilizer, 90 more pounds, with a grand total of 137 pounds. So I'll have 137 pounds of potassium or potash when I finish. It's going to be a little high, trust me. In this sand land, it will be fine. Phosphorus, I'll be right on the money at 47.5 pounds. Nitrogen, I'll be a little under, but I'm going to come back and add some about midway through the crop. I hope this has helped y'all. I know it gets confusing, and I know a lot of folks really don't know how to interpret a soil sample, and it is difficult, and I'm certainly not an expert, but I try, and I do believe following the science, man. You got to follow the science. It's what the politicians tell us if it supports their narrative. See, will help you make a really, really good crop, and it will benefit you throughout all your endeavors, and will really promote wildlife, both in dove fields and deer plots. Thank you so much for your time. I'm sorry it took so long. God bless you.